In today's episode, The Lady and the Green Top. Customer brings a weird $20, it was a fancy one. Can't you just do it normal? The gas prepay conundrum. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. The Lady and the Green Top. This is once again from my long ago time working in the department store. Again, I am dyslexic, there may be mistakes, please be kind and take this into consideration when reading. While my coworker was at lunch one day, I was left all on my own on the shop floor in the women's clothing section. A lady came stalking up to the till with a navy blue top on a hanger. She thrusts it at me and asked demandingly, "Do you have this in green?" I said to her very politely in return, "I don't think so, but I can check the back of the rail for you if you like." Sometimes tops would get buried at the back by accident. I already had a good look, there were no green ones out there. She informs me, huffing and crossing her arms. "Then I'm afraid that we don't have any." I inform her with a friendly smile. "Aren't there any in the back?" she asks, her voice rising in pitch. I am fairly sure we don't have any back there, as we always try to have out some of every color we have in stock, but I'll go and check. One moment. I quickly go across the shop floor. I made my way into the back room. Once inside, I went to the area where the tops are stocked. I checked the hanging rails, but no, there is no sign of green tops in this style there, other tops similar to it, but not the exact one the lady had shown me. I come back out, make my way back over to the till and shake my head at the lady, saying apologetically at the same time, "No, there are no green tops in this style back there either. Would you like me to check on the system if we have any coming in?" "Yes," she says in an annoyed voice. I go over to a different part of the till area where the stock computer is kept and start up the computer. For you younglings readying this story, this was an old black screen with a white flashing rectangular cursor type of computer where writing came out white. I turned to the lay and asked politely, "May I take the top to enter the item code so I can find it in the system?" Wordlessly, she thrust the top at me. I accept it, carefully type in the code on the tag, and then handed it back to the lady, saying politely, "Thank you for that, madam." She accepted the top back from me with a grumble, the only part of which I heard being so slow. When the page on the computer finally came up, I quickly noticed something: the color green was not listed as an option for this top, meaning more than likely this top did not come in green at all, which explained why there were not any on the shop floor or in the stock room. I internalize my groan because I am sure this lady is not going to like this piece of information in the slightest. "Madam, this top is not listed as coming in green. We have a similar top to it in green if you'd prefer." I didn't get to finish my sentence, she interrupted me. No, I want this one in green," she says, emphasizing the "no" want in green. "I'm sorry, madam, there is not green in that style," I tell her as calmly as possible. "How can there be no green?" she demands of me. I stood there thinking, I don't know, I don't work for them, but somehow managed to say instead, "I'm afraid I don't know." "Is there no other way to check I can't get it green?" she asks huffily. I think for a moment, then an idea came to me. I can find the company catalog just to make sure it doesn't come in green, and we simply didn't choose to stock green. "Yes, go do that," she says enthusiastically. I am sure she is imagining her victory when there is a green version of the top in the catalog. However, I am not so sure she will get that victory, as we usually order at least some of every color available of an item, unless there were a tremendous number of different colors. I go to the back office this time. I go over to the bookshelf, which is full of catalogs, and after a bit of a search I eventually manage to find the correct catalog. When I returned to the front with it, the lady's eyes went wide. "You see, this catalog was huge. It could have been used as a brick in building a giant's castle, or as a doorstop." I heave it onto the top next to the till. It makes a satisfying bang as I place it down. I open it up, find the correct section, go to it, and after turning a few pages, I locate the item. When I find the top, I notice right away that it doesn't come in green, only white, black, gray, and navy blue. I look up at the lady, turn the catalog towards her, point at her top, and say as I move my finger over to the available colors, "As you can see, madam, it only comes in black, white, navy blue, or gray. There is no green option." "Well, that's stupid," she exclaims in fury. "There is another top similar to it here which comes in green." I pointed one slightly lower on the page. The only difference between this top and the one she had picked up, the ends of the 3/4 length sleeves were turned up. She glares at me and says slowly, "I don't want that. I want this in green." "But it doesn't come in green, madam. All I can do for you is offer other similar style tops, which we can order in for you in green." I tell her, still trying to stay calm. "This is stupid," she says to me again, before shoving the top into my chest and saying furiously, "Do something about this." I feel like yelling at her, "What do you want me to do?" I take a deep breath and manage to say in an even voice, "As I said before, all I can do is order a top in a similar style in green, or I can order the top you want in another color." She let out a frustrated scream and stormed off. When my coworker returned and I told her what happened, she let out a deep sigh and said to me, "I bet I know who that was." She then described the lady to me perfectly, and when I said that was her, she told me that this lady is well known for making all sorts of impossible demands from staff and not to worry about it if she did complain, because the management knew what she was like and wouldn't reprimand me over what had happened. I still wonder to this day why that lady with such a terrible reputation amongst the staff and managers was never banned from the store. Customer brings a weird $20. It was a fancy one. Not an angry story, just kinda had to let it out because I know the customer misunderstood me when I told him this. At least it's a twist on the regular stuff you can find in this sub, like breaking down in front of customers after getting cussed out for 3 hours straight to be told later. Maybe in retail hell. December 30th, customer comes into my line to buy some stuff, obviously, that's why he's there, and the total is around $85. He pays with $20s, and I notice one of the bills looks way different than the others. I vocalize this and do all the test checks, and it passes them all. The light through for the hidden images, the bar to the left that says the total, etc. I don't have a money pen to check if it's counterfeit, and I don't think it is, but I tell him that it may be one of those special bills that are worth more money than what is printed on it, and I don't want to accept it. After he left, I looked up its year and facts. It was a 1990 series $20 where there were scrolls on it, and Andrew Jackson was smaller than he usually is, and yeah, it is worth more money in uncirculated condition. I dunno if now because it was folded and stuff. Around $35 is what the valuing site said. Not much, but definitely a gain on his side if he finds the right person. I just wanted to kind of vent on this a bit and let it out because I know the customer left upset that I asked him to use a different 20. I just knew that it could be worth more, and I didn't want it to disappear forever in the cash machine monster of my workplace when it could have potentially helped him. If anything, it's a cool item for him to keep and look at, and I just couldn't get over it. I hope he actually looked it up and saw that I was looking out for him. If not, he had a story to tell his family on New Year's Eve. Can't you just do it normal? The gas prepay conundrum. So by the title, those who know, already know. Those who don't, here is my tale. I work in a convenience store / gas station that, due to extreme gas runoffs, requires you to prepay for gas unless paying directly at the pump. This is a frequent source of aggravation. This tale happens yesterday. Now, we deal out Big Yellow's gas, and Big Yellow is not known, at least at my station, for its user-friendly hardware and software solutions. Customers' debit / credit cards are frequently rejected at the pumps, or frequent user error happens both ways, causing a C cashier message to show on screen. The customer then storms into the store furiously, and often cutting in line, to ask me incredulously why it said that. "It can't read your card, you have to pay," and here is my stock response. They then either immediately try to get me to wait on them thinking they are far superior to those already waiting for me in my line, in my very understaffed store, or resign themselves to fuming at the back of the line. Now yesterday, thankfully, was dead, but cue furious guy rushing up to the counter and startling me restocking LNM cigarettes to immediately yell at me. Will call me and customer AG, angry guy. AG, IT says CEO. WHHY? Me. Hi. It can't read your card, you'll need to pay in here. AG. Do I need to move to another pump? I'm not moving. Me, it would do that same thing, you need to pay in here. AG, okay, push the button, I'll go pump. Me, no. You need to pay in here, prepay. AG, what? How do I do that? I want a full tank. Me, proceeding to tray and explain the prepay system. You set a stop amount, it charges after you pump, only what you pump. Etc. Guy is getting angrier and not understanding. No, you are not getting charged $40. It will stop at 40. It's holding your card info to charge after you pump. This was also after back and forth as guy trying to figure out a stop amount. AG, I want a full tank. Not 40, just the exact amount to top it off. Me, and you'll get it. It charges after you pump. AG, then you can run my card after I pump, turn it on. Me, I can't, you have to run your card first. AG, but I'm not paying $40. Me, unless you pump out $40 you won't. AG, then why do I have to run my card? Me, we need a card to charge for the gas. AG, after I pump? I'll give it to you then. Me, no. At this point the who's on first convo is pointless. AG, I don't understand this crap, can't you do it normal and just turn on the pump? Me, until people stop stealing gas, no. AG, you don't think I'm honest? Me, big yellow, doesn't want to take the chance. AG, well, I'm going to a place that does. You people don't know how to pump gas. Knowing that the two closest stations, and many in the area, are prepay only, I wonder where he's gonna try and go. Tell me this doesn't make you convenience store folks want to pull your hair out daily. Well, besides dealing with lottery people, UUGHHH.